Hello everyone, my name is Karen Hanlon and I'm the founder and CEO of Painting Your Soul. And today I'm going to go through the unboxing of the Painting Your Soul Self-Expression Kit. And I'm going to take you through the step-by-step process so you can feel comfortable as you're doing this, to feel that you will have a better understanding of what's in it and the why behind each of the components in the kit. So let's get started. When you open the kit, this is what we have. And this is just a little welcome letter, a little bit about me. And then this is kind of like, you could kind of put your easel on top of this. It's kind of like a place setting, I should say. But we have paintbrushes, and we have a journal. We have, the meat of this is the directions. And this is what we're going to use step by step to go through the process. We have affirmations. It's in a nice frame. These are positive affirmations. We have in here essential oils and a Chrysocolla stone crystal. And of course, the most important part is we have our canvas. We have our easel. And we have our paints and our palette. So right now we're going to go through the setup of your space, which is really important because you want to have a very comfortable space before you start doing this. So the very first step that we do is to set it up. But first I wanted to share with you the theme behind the Painting Your Soul Expression Kit is the ocean. I live here on the beach in Florida, and I walk the beaches at least 3 times a week, and I have had such healing components come from being around the ocean. So the theme of the box is ocean. So I wanted to start out by sharing with you a quote that I loved at the beginning. It says, "I send my worries out to sea and open my soul to an ocean of peace." And that's really what this is going to do, is going to offer you a sense of peace as you're going through it. And it continues even when you're finished. And the booklet is very, very well laid out, and each page really is its own step, and it's very simple. And really the very first step is setting up. And so we take the space and we just open up our easel and set up our canvas on our easel like this. And you can really do it either way, whichever way you're more comfortable with. And we set that up. Our palette and our paints, we kind of unbox the paints, and I always try to encourage everyone to pour the paints before you start, because once you get into the meditation part of this, you don't want to be interrupted. So I try to do all of the work now so that during the process you won't have to go back and open up paints or anything. So this time frame right here is really about getting set up, pouring the paints into the palette, getting your journal and putting your affirmations near your canvas. Let's see, I'll show you my space here. And taking out your essential oil, getting that ready, because that's one of the steps. Our Chrysocolla, and I'll share with you why I chose this. And for some of you, you might want to get a candle. A candle is nice to have around to only enhance this artistry that you're going to be doing. And sometimes a candle is nice to have if you have one, and we can light that. So when you're set up here, and when your paints are poured, and I'm not going to pour them right now, but the very first step we do is journal. And most of you are concerned going, well, I don't really journal. I don't know, what am I going to write? And believe it or not, the very first step of this is journaling, because it's the first step of connection. And when you're journaling, especially hand to paper, you're connecting with yourself and your feelings. And believe it or not, you're not necessarily going to write anything that you're thinking of. It's just how you're feeling in the moment. So you just want to write how you feel. So journaling is just about letting go through expression of writing. And it's the very first step in the program. We start with journaling and we end with journaling. And I love the quote that I have here. It says, "Fill your paper with the breathings of your heart." And that's really it. It's just, you're going to just write what's on your heart and your mind. And there's no judgment. You're going to just let go, and you can write as long as you want. Sometimes you have a lot to say. Sometimes you may have just a sentence. There's no way to do this right or wrong. You're just going to write down your thoughts and feelings in the moment, and and not think too much about it, just otherwise your feelings you want to get out onto paper. So that is such a simple first step, but for some of you, journaling hasn't been easy, and I'm trying to incorporate this into the program so that it's something you do on a daily basis. Even when this is done as a process, you'll keep journaling. My hope is that this continues. The second step is we're going to get our essential oils, and we're just going to open up our oils, and we're going to take it and then roll it into the palm of your hands, and then rub your hands, and then you're going to just take several deep breaths. And you're going to breathe in the essential oils, and you're going to feel the calming effects of it happening almost right away. And it really does have that effect on the brain. It does calm anxiety. I chose lavender because it has a calming effect, but it's also very good for emotional healing. Anxiety, it really helps with anxiety. And lavender is actually a scent that most people like. So I had to put one in there that I would say most people would enjoy. And so lavender is the choice of scents. And then you're going to take your stone. The Chrysocolla stone is something I chose to incorporate in this because, first of all, it's got the colors not only of the ocean, but it's such a beautiful stone, and it has healing components as well. Helps enhance creativity, and it helps with emotional healing as well. So you're just going to set that right in front of your canvas. Let me show you here. There's our space there. And you're going to just take it, and you're going to, there, I think that's a little bit better there. And just set it there. And you can hold it in your hand and feel feel the healing components of it. I just set it right by my little easel. And I'm quickly going through these because these are going to take you more time to go through, but I'm kind of going through each of the steps so that you're able to go back and do them on your own and take more time to do them. But the next step is the positive affirmations. Oh my goodness, these have been a godsend for me. Reading these affirmations before you start with the painting is so important because it really incorporates positive self-talk into your mind, and it helps you get out of the negative self-talk, which is, oh, I can't do this, I'm not good at art. All of this offsets that. And when you can replace the positive thoughts with the negative thoughts, you are going to find yourself much more at ease when you go into painting. So I have the process, I have you read them. You can read them out loud. Some people read them out loud, some people read them to themselves, but they're simple. They're just like, I'm enough, I'm strong, I can do this. And you just take your time going through the lines, and you're going to do this slowly though. You're going to take your time and envision yourself going through each of those affirmations. And even if you don't feel what those sentences say, you're planting seeds, and planting seeds eventually will bloom. And over a 10-year period of time, I can honestly say every single one of these lines I feel today, but I didn't when I first started. And when I started reading these, it was laughable. I thought, I don't feel what I'm saying, but I was planting my seeds, and that's why I feel it's so important, even if you're not necessarily feeling those words, to still say them, because what you say goes right into your mind, goes into your body, and it incorporates. And that's why this is such an important step. And then it goes right into, talks about the meditation you're going to be doing. And the meditation is really me walking the ocean, and it's about a 10-minute visual journey with me speaking with the ocean waves behind me. It takes you into a place of self-love. It takes you into a place of getting calm. It's like walking the beach with me. And the words I say are very important because it's really about pouring that self-love back into yourself and feeling good about yourself, getting your self-esteem back up. And all of this is necessary prior to hitting the canvas, because we, believe it or not, have so much self-talk, negative self-talk about painting for some reason. And getting over that hump for most people is very difficult because they don't want to do something they don't feel they're good at. And really the process here isn't about whether you're good or bad, it's really about letting go. And so the painting part of it requires a lot of hand holding and a lot of calmness before you pick up that paintbrush. So I incorporated the meditation to help guide you into painting so you don't have to think. So combining those two together really helps you really utilize the painting part in a way that you're not stressing out. So the meditation's really there for you to relax and get into a space of calm before you paint. And there's a great QR code. You just click on that with your phone and you can put headphones in. I recommend headphones because it really, you feel like you're at the ocean. But if you can't use the speaker is great, and it's 10 minutes of me talking, going through the meditation, but the rest of it is the continuation of the ocean waves, and it also is the continuation of the music. And it's very soothing, and it does let you know when to start painting. So you won't have to wonder, when do I start painting? It really guides you, and when my voice is over and I actually prompt you to start, you're able to, you'll know, you won't have to worry. But by the time you get to this place, you're calm and you're not worried about what you're painting. And the goal is not to care what you're painting. And all of these steps will take you there. And that's why they're so important to do prior to hitting the canvas. And when you're painting, you want to be in the moment. The present moment is where the magic happens. And when you're listening to the music and you're listening to the ocean and my voice and the positive words that I'm sharing with you through my meditation, it really helps you connect to painting in a way that you may never have before. What I've noticed for most people is they're surprised with how easy it becomes for them. And some people who've never done this before have had raving reviews over the fact that they started something that really helped them relieve anxiety. And it's so simple, and they learned they didn't have to be good at it to do it. But the effects of it were so profound, they've kept doing it. And in that, they find something special inside that they didn't know they had. And I always say that there's a gift inside of you, and it's waiting to come out. And this process has helped a lot of people find their special gifts inside, because we're just getting quiet with ourselves. We're just trying to have a moment of peace and get our head clear. And we've got so much noise going on upstairs, we don't ever have that chance these days. So this offers you an opportunity to stop, let go, be in the moment, and use a paintbrush as a tool to really release a lot of things you may not even realize you're releasing. And it's okay not to know everything that might be happening. It's just, how does it feel? And that's the biggest part. How is it feeling as you're painting? Because that's what you want to capture. Not what you're painting, but how are you feeling as it's happening? And there's no right or wrong way to do this. There's no judgment involved. And it's really about letting go of the fear. And that's really what this is about. As you're doing this, you're going to find yourself a lot more calm, at ease, and ready for a new start, maybe, or a new beginning, or an answer to that question that you really were pondering. But everything in this kit was so well thought out, because I used everything in it myself for years, and it worked so well for me that I had to do this for others in a way that is easy and accessible. And that's why the Painting Your Soul kit is easy for you to do from your home. And the directions, like I said, are so simple. You cannot, you can't go wrong. The very last step again, after you finished your painting, is your journal. And you pick up your journal again, and you're actually going to write how you feel when the process is finished. You've had a complete beginning to end, and you will come out of this with a new idea, epiphany, a transitional moment. I've had people have these aha moments as they're painting. I've had people have aha moments a year later. But it does open that door. But you want to take your time doing this. There's no rush through the process. It takes approximately about an hour to an hour and a half. And really, that small amount of time in your day, the effects that this has is well worth it. But take your time with it. Really embrace this special, what I call spa day for your soul, because that's really what it is. It's like taking a physical massage and having what I call also an emotional massage. You're taking time out for yourself to connect through expressive art. Writing is expressive, painting's expressive. All the components in this kit help enhance the experience, so you have a very positive experience when you're finished. And again, I am thrilled and excited to see where everyone's life turns after they've done this. There's always a moment in time that they can go back and say, that was the moment that something changed and my life changed. And this has done this for countless people. I had stories and testimonials of people saying this was the moment their life changed when they sat and just connected deeply with themselves. So I'm excited that you're going to try this, and I'm excited that you're going to experience it. I can't wait to hear how you feel the effects are for you, but I can guarantee you something positive will come from it. And take your time through it, and don't be afraid of the paintbrush. This is your friend. And don't be afraid of picking the right or wrong colors. They're just going to come to you. You're really just going to paint intuitively and meditatively, and you're not necessarily going to paint a picture. You might just be painting meditative circles and whatever just feels right at the time, and your process will continue, and you eventually won't be thinking at all, and you're going to just be in the moment. And that's really where I want to take you with this. So thank you so much. I'm excited for you to try this. This is going to be, like I said, life-changing. Utilize these again and again, even when you're finished with the process. Put this by your bedside. I have it by mine. I read them every night. Take your journal. Continue journaling after this is over, because you're just opening a door. Today's a door opener, and this can continue. All of the items in this kit can be reusable, other than that canvas, which you can replace. You get a new canvas, you can do this all over again. And I recommend doing this maybe monthly, bi-monthly, as often as you'd like. And that's the best part. It's the gift that keeps on giving. And I'm going to let you know that you're in for a real treat, and expect the unexpected. Thank you again.